Quincy, you guys fight hard and fall by 6 against a really good Houston team. Just what was the message that you guys were able to, relay to recover from a pair of double-digit holes at the beginning of the first half and the beginning of the second half?
I think the biggest message was when we finally kind of stepped into the game and we made the first big run was that we can compete as long as we continue to play hard, play as a team, box out and rebound. We can compete with the best of them. And so once we got that confidence, it was just continue to uplift each other, play together as a team and play without fouling, crash the glass and box out and limit our turnovers. And once we kind of realized that we can compete with them, it was just making sure that we continue to uplift each other.
Desmond, you guys shoot 32% from the field. What was it about Houston's defense? Was it just a physicality thing that made it difficult, or just the way the game was played and you guys, going to the free throw line a lot?
They're a really good defensive team, top in the country. They was very physical, but I don't think that was the reason why, we was missing. But yeah, some of us, Q was on fire today. But we was battling and we was fighting hard. There's nothing much more I could say.
Desmond, you mentioned the battling and fighting hard.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of the Oakland game and what happened there, how much was that a challenge for you guys tonight to just be tougher defensively?
It was a challenge. Houston's, ranked in the country, so it was definitely a big challenge. We knew they was going to come out with fight, but we also knew that we were still in there. We were still battling. We wasn't scared of anything. So, we just kept trying to push and keep going.
Did you feel like you did a much better job tonight compared to Monday?
Yeah, I feel like we took a step forward. We're getting closer and closer, we still have a new team. We're still figuring things out, but we definitely are getting closer each game. Yeah.
Quincy, you led the team tonight in assists. Could you kind of talk a little about being able to step back a little more? You were the only three-point shooter tonight to make shots, but also kind of get to do a little bit more playmaking on your end.
Yeah, that's just trusting the offense. Just watching film with Coach Cohen and in practice, just kind of taking coaching and trying to apply that in the game. We know whether that was Houston's defensive scheme, which is where they jump out and hard hedge the screens, and so the big man will slip. Just kind of trusting the game plan and trying my best to implement that into the game.
Guy like LJ Cryer, who's obviously been around for a long time, been really successful in college. What makes things about it? What's so difficult about guarding him, and why he's so successful in those situations?
He's experienced. A high level guard like LJ, it's great to kind of play against people like that because they've seen some things. I think he was on that Baylor team that won the national championship, if I'm correct. So he has experience. He's battle tested, and it's like I can recall like just last year at Rice or even times this year where I'm like, I remember my freshman year at Rice or my sophomore year, I wouldn't have made that read or I wouldn't have known what to look for. So someone like that who's seen the top of the mountain and continuously stays there and produces is a tough challenge because he knows the game.
Des, you guys held them without a field goal in the first half for I think 5 or 6 minutes. Then the second half, when you made your run again, you held them without a field goal for almost or over 8 minutes. What was it about your defense? What were you doing that you can take forward into other games?
We had good team defense, being in the gaps, closing out, no easy blow-bys, no easy shots. And then another big thing was we rebounded the ball really well. I think we out-rebounded them by, a few rebounds. But, yeah, we definitely boxed out. They're a really good offensive rebounding team, so I think we did a good job in that area of just limiting their second shots.